Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making this delicious Singapore noodles. Now if you haven't already, check out my char siu pork recipe because you'll be needing this for this dish. Now if you don't have the time to make char siu pork, I've got a really easy recipe that would taste very similar. In a pan, add 50 ml of char siu marinade, which the recipe can be found in my char siu pork recipe. Followed by 3 tablespoons of honey, give it a stir and leave to simmer for around 2 to 3 minutes. Now with your pork belly, you want to trim off the fat, leaving it skinless, and then slice into equal portions. Then pour 2 tablespoons of the char siu sauce onto the pork. Give it a lovely mix and place on a tray and roast in the oven at 200 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. Then once the pork is cooked, put on a chopping board and slice lovely thin slices. Then in a bowl with 100 grams of vermicelli rice noodles, you want to cover it with boiling water and let it sit there for around 5 minutes. Then take out the noodles and drain them. Then you want to put them on some paper towels and spread the noodles out so that they dry. This will stop the noodles sticking together. Then for the chicken, you want to add 1 teaspoon corn flour, 1 teaspoon of white pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt. Give it a nice mix and set aside for later. Then in a jug, add 2 tablespoons of Chinese curry paste, 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice wine, 1 tablespoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of chilli flakes, and 1 teaspoon of water. Give it a lovely mix and set aside for later. Then crack 2 eggs into a bowl. Give it a good whisk. Then put some oil in a hot wok and pour the egg mixture on it. And you want to tilt the egg mixture around the wok. Then flip it. Put the egg onto a chopping board, roll it up and slice it lovely and thin. Then in a hot wok, I'm going to add some sliced onions, some sliced carrot, some sliced red pepper and some sliced green pepper. Give it a little toss and stir fry for around 5 minutes till the vegetables start to colour slightly and turn a little bit soft. Then set aside for later. In the same wok, add the chicken you marinated and you want to fry on a high heat around 5 to 7 minutes till the chicken cooks inside. Then set aside for later. Then fry your prawns. I use around 100 grams. Fry it for about a minute and then set aside with the chicken for later. Now it's time to bring this dish together. Add 2 grated garlic cloves along with 1 green chilli sliced to an oiled wok. Stir fry for about a minute. Add some blanched Beansprouts. Fry in the pan for another minute. Then add the curry paste mixture in. Then add the noodles. Fry the noodles using tongs to spread out the noodles to stop it from sticking together. Do that for about a minute or 2 until the noodles are lovely and fried. Then add in the stir-fried veg from earlier Mix it all together and frying it for about a minute. Then add the pork, the egg, the prawns and chicken, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Then stir fry everything with the noodles. Then plate up, put some spring onions over the top, and enjoy. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for further content.